This is a quick tutorial on the RCB7X transmitters and how to bind them wirelessly. Here you have two transmitters in front of you. One has been marked as M for your reference, which stands for master. And this is usually used by an instructor. The other one is marked as S, which stands for slave or student. Now, you also get a 7-channel receiver. You can see there are two LED lights there. One is for student and one is for master. And you also have two antennas there. One is for the master, the other is for the slave. Now let's start the process of binding the master transmitter. Pick up a master transmitter, switch it on by pressing the select and the down key. Yes, press both together and then switch it on. Now you can see that the trainer should always be active. If it is inhibited, please go ahead and make it active. Now, once that is done, you can either go back to the main menu or switch off your transmitter and switch it back again. Let's keep that aside. Next, let us start binding the master transmitter. I've got an Avionic 40 amp ESC. I take the receiver. Now, if you look at it very closely, the ESC has got three wires. One has got a white, which is a signal wire. Then there's a red power and the black is the negative. Use the channel number 3. So that the signal wire is facing on the top and fix it to the receiver. All right, seems to be fine. Now let us go ahead and pick up a LiPo, which I'm using a Wolfpack LiPo, and power up the ESC. If by any chance your transmitter is switched on, please see to it that it is switched off. Now, once that power is basically given to the receiver, you pick up a non-ferrous screwdriver, which is not too sharp so that it doesn't hurt your button, and go ahead and press the M button in the receiver. You can see there are two buttons, one is a S and one is a M. But please go ahead and press only the M button and switch on your transmitter. Now you can see that the M LED has become steady. That means to say it is bound. So this is fantastic. Switch off, importantly, switch off your master transmitter, then switch on your slave or the student transmitter and press the S button in the receiver now. I can see it is blinking, now it is steady. That means to say the student transmitter is now bound to the same receiver. Now go ahead and switch on the master. You can see the light for the master is also on. That means to say both the student and the master lights are on, meaning both the transmitter are talking to the same receiver. Let's go ahead and test it. Now let's go ahead and fix the servo to maybe channel number 2, that's the elevator channel, and let's see how this entire thing works. Now go ahead and take the master and move across the elevator. You can see the servo is responding, it is moving, that's absolutely fine. However, let's go and check the same thing with the student. Well, it doesn't work. Definitely yes, because the master has got in control. To give the student control, you can see there's a trainer slider switch. Push it all the way to the top. You'll see here a series of beeps, and then once it reaches on the top, then go ahead and move your student transmitter. Now you see that the student has taken control of the servo. Now you release the slider switch to the trainer, and then the master takes control. That's it, guys. The process is quite simple. You hold the slider switch, that's the trainer switch on the top, and the student takes control. You leave the trainer slider switch on the top and the master takes control. Thank you for watching, guys.